Hey there, Glimmer Gang! Welcome back to the channel. We've got another epic discussion for you today, starring our favorite heroes in a half shell. That's right, we're diving deep into the world of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and their iconic video game adventures. Now I know what you're thinking. Another TMNT game list? Haven't we had enough of those? Well, obviously not, which is why we're all here. So grab some pizza, because we're about to go on a radical romp through some gaming nostalgia magic. Before we get started, let's take a trip through the TMNT History Museum. The Heroes in a Half Shell burst onto the scene in the 1980s as a comic book series, published by Mirage Studios, starting in 1984. It was co-created by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, and was originally intended as a one-shot, self-contained story, but upon release, it was a massively huge success. The series follows four biologically enhanced anthropomorphic turtles by the names of Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, and Michelangelo. These rambunctious reptiles were trained in the art of ninjutsu by their adoptive father and Anthro-Rat sensei, Splinter. They used their impressive fighting skills to fight crime in New York City against an expansive and iconic rogues gallery of fellow mutants, superhumans, top-secret agents, and extraterrestrial life forms. This team of tortoises quickly became some of the most popular fictional characters of all time, spawning a cartoon show, a toy line, and a bunch of other collectible merchandise. Not only that, they've got some of the most gnarly video games that rocked the gaming world. Get your shuriken targeted on these titles for a turtly good time from 5 to 1. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go! Kicking off our 5 gaming picks list, Shredder's Revenge is the latest TMNT game, and it's a love letter to the classic beat-em-up games. It is also a completely accessible and beginner-friendly entry point to the radical pantheon of arcade titles. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are called into action where Shredder kidnaps April O'Neil and plans to use her to take over New York City. The Turtles must travel through different locations in the city, fighting Foot Clan soldiers and bosses along the way. They'll team up with other characters from the TMNT universe, such as Casey Jones and Master Splinter. The Turtles must defeat Shredder and his minions to save the city and prevent him from taking over the world. As a side-scrolling beat-em-up, the game plays very similarly to classic arcade games. You can choose from the 4 different brothers, Leo, Raph, Donnie, or Mikey, and you'll use their fists, kicks, and weapons to fight your way through waves of enemies. You can even play as Master Splinter and their human allies, April O'Neil and Casey Jones. The game features a variety of special moves, and you can even team up with your friends to perform devastating combos. Shredder's Revenge is unique from other TMNT beat-em-up games in a number of ways. For one, the gameplay is like a classic beat-em-up, but it also introduces some new features that make it more enjoyable. For example, the game features a parry system, which allows players to deflect enemy attacks, and it also has a variety of special moves that it can perform from each different player. It also features a beautiful pixel art style that is both nostalgic and modern. The game's graphics are sharp and colorful, and they perfectly capture the look and feel of the classic TMNT cartoons. Featuring a killer soundtrack composed by T. Lopes, this landscape of full catchy tunes will keep you engaged, focused, and pumped for the next battle. The game features a wide variety of levels and enemies that previous TMNT games do not. It also has a far more open-ended level design, which allows players to explore, find new secrets, and it also features a branching storyline, which allows players to have the opportunity to choose different paths throughout the game. On top of that, the game includes a variety of mini-games, which adds an extra layer of challenge and fun. Overall, Shredder's Revenge is a top-notch love letter to all of us diehards, and is a fantastic beat-em-up that is sure to please fans of the TMNT franchise from any generation. Next up at number 4, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters for the Sega Genesis. Get ready for some shell-shocking battles, because this game is all about unleashing turtle power in the fighting arena. In Tournament Fighters, the turtles put down their pizza for a moment and prove once and for all who's the most formidable fighter among them. The game kicks off with the infamous and sinister antagonist Shredder hosting a global fighting tournament, and our heroes jump at the chance to showcase their martial art prowess. It's not just about saving New York City this time, it's about being the ultimate warrior. That's right. You get to choose your favorite turtle and go head-to-head with other beloved characters from the TMNT universe. Whether it's Leonardo's katanas, Michelangelo's nunchucks, Donatello's bow staff, or Raphael's sai, each turtle has their own unique moves and special attacks. It's a real showdown of turtle power. Tournament Fighters deserves a special place in gaming history because it marks the Turtles' entry into the fiercely competitive fighting game genre. Before this game, they were mainly known for their side-scrolling beat-em-up adventures. But Tournament Fighters changed the game, literally. It proved that the Turtles could excel in different video game genres. This game laid the foundation for future titles that featured our favorite heroes in epic fighting matches. Coming in at number 3 on our recommendation list, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Hyperstone Heist for the Sega Genesis. This game was released in 1992, and it was a critical and commercial success. It is considered to be one of the best TMNT games ever made. The game's graphics are colorful and vibrant, and the gameplay is fast-paced and exciting. It is a great game for fans of the TMNT franchise, and it's also a lot of fun for people who just enjoyed side-scrolling beat-em-ups. The game's story is set in Manhattan. The turtles must travel through the shrunken city, finding their way through Shredder's minions to get to the Hyperstone. The gameplay is similar to that of Turtles in Time, but has been tightened up and made more responsive. The turtles each have their own unique special moves, and they can also pick up power-ups to increase their strength and abilities. In fact, Heist was one of the leading side-scroll beat-em-up games in the genre, and it influenced many other games that were released after it. The game's tight controls and fluid gameplay are still considered to be some of the best in the genre. The Hyperstone Heist is an important game because it helped solidify the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles' status as gaming icons. It was a critical and commercial success, and it helped to introduce the Turtles to a new generation of gamers. The game's success also helped to pave way for other great TMNT games such as Turtles in Time Reshelled and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutants in Manhattan. Our silver place pick on the list is the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game. In this classic beat-em-up, the Turtles set out to rescue April O'Neil and Splinter from the clutches of Shredder. It was a quarter-munching frenzy as players fought through the Foot Clan to save their friends. The original TMNT arcade game is unique because it was the first to feature 4-player co-op action. This allowed players to team up with their friends to take down the Foot Clan, and it made the game more challenging and fun. The game also featured a complex control scheme than any other TMNT arcade games. This allowed players to perform more powerful attacks and combos, and it made the game more strategic. This arcade game left an impressive mark on gaming history with its 4-player co-op action. It redefined arcade multiplayer experiences and set the standard for future multiplayer games. It was also one of the first games to feature a branching storyline, which allowed for a different layer of replay value every time. This masterpiece captured the essence of the Turtles perfectly. The original TMNT arcade game is also important because it was one of the first games to feature cel-shaded graphics. This gave the game a unique look and feel that has been copied by many other games since then. Last but not least, coming in at numero uno, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4: Turtles in Time for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Oh boy, this game was a time-traveling blast. We join Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, and Raphael as they battle through different eras, delivering shell-shocking justice to evil foes. Turtles in Time is unique from other TMNT beat-em-ups because it allows players to travel through different time periods. It also adds a new layer of excitement and challenge to the game, as players must adapt their strategies to different enemies and environments. In Turtles in Time, the wicked Shredder steals the Statue of Liberty. Seriously, who does that? And our heroes must stop him. The game served up some epic beat-em-up action with fantastic controls and combo moves. The co-op gameplay was totally tubular, allowing you and your friend to team up for some bodacious battles. Turtles in Time is unique from other TMNT beat-em-ups because it features more complex controls and combo moves. This allows players to perform more powerful attacks and take down enemies more quickly. The game also features a more open-ended level design, which allows players to explore and find hidden secrets. This adds a new layer of replayability to the game. What also sets it apart from other TMNT beat-em-ups is that it's one of the first games in the genre to feature a branching storyline. This allowed players to choose different paths through the game and added a new layer of replay value. Turtles in Time wasn't just about kicking bad guy butt, it was about embracing the essence of the TMNT franchise, full of humor, friendship, and pizza. Plus, the game's graphics and music were incredibly vivid and detailed for its time, making it an unforgettable experience. In fact, the game is unique from other beat-em-ups in the series because it captures the essence of the franchise perfectly, full of humor, action, and adventure. It popularized side-scrolling beat-em-ups and inspired countless games with its fast-paced action and memorable multiplayer experiences. Ta-da! The 5 major Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles video games that left a lasting impact on our totally tubular game time memories. No doubt you need to play these games if you want to be taken seriously as a full-fledged Team Turtle member. Keep in mind this list is not in any particular order, since they're just an absolute shell of a good time. Which one is your favorite? Any titles that we missed that you want to call out for the rest of your fellow shellheads? Let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to join us on more gaming adventures. Thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, later dudes, stay awesome.